everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thank you for clicking on this video. So in today's video I'm going to be showing you how I create this look right here. This is my go-to everyday makeup routine. Now, being a busy mum of a 2-year-old, I don't have as much time as I used to when I could sit down for hours and do my makeup. So this for me is just my go-to look. That is what I wear on most days when I wear makeup. Just a disclaimer, I don't wear this every single day. Of course, I have makeup free days, but on days when I want to feel a little bit better about myself, this is the look that I go for. So if you want to find out how I achieve this look, then please keep on watching. So here I am with the lovely, fresh, clean, cleansed face. I've already moisturised and everything like that. Please excuse this lovely little cut on my nose. Somehow I savaged myself in my sleep and have a nice little cut on my nose now, so we're just going to look past that. So I'm just going to dive straight in. The first step that I do is use this concealer from Revolution. This is the Conceal and Define. This is in the shade C0.5 and this has a very slight pink undertone to it. So I literally just put this on the inner corner and just underneath my eyes just to help brighten those areas up, because let's be honest, do I get enough sleep? Absolutely not. Also just going to pop a little bit around my nose just to colour correct some of this redness around my nose. Pop a little bit just on my cheeks, just, you know, put it everywhere. Also a little bit on my nose, and I'm going to pop a little bit on that cut. Not that I think it'll cover, but you know, we can give it a go. Then I take this Real Techniques blending sponge thing. I know it's dirty, but we're just going to look past that and just use this to literally blend it in to my skin. Now I'm looking even more ghostly than I was before. I'm going to go in with foundation, and this is where the whole neck and face is going to match. So my two favourite foundations that I've literally used for about the past 3 or 4 years now are these two here. They're actually both from Maybelline, which is great. This one is the Dream Urban Cover Full Coverage Lightweight Protective Makeup, and I have this in 220 Natural Beige. This is my kind of darker shade, especially when I have a little bit more fake tan on, things like that. And then this one is the Fit Me Matte and Poreless foundation, and this one I have in 128, which is slightly lighter. I love both of these foundations to wear on their own, but I do also really like mixing them together, which is what I'm going to do today because I've just really been liking the look it gives. So I'm going to take the Matte and Poreless one first and literally just pop it on my face like that. And then take the Dream Urban Cover one and again just kind of pop that in between where I've put the first foundation. Then I'm just going to take a flat dense foundation brush and just blend that in basically. I always make sure to blend it right along my jawline and up to my ears so we don't have none of that awkward kind of foundation line. Then after that I go in with another concealer. This is the Lasting Perfection Concealer from Collection. If you don't know about this concealer, then where have you been? This has been around for literally years. If you used to watch Zoella back in the day, you'll have seen when she used to rave about this. It has got different packaging now, which is really fancy. But again, I've used this for years and I just love it. It gives great coverage. I have this in the shade Extra Fair number 4 just to brighten up areas on my face. So I just pop this again on the inner corner and just underneath my eye, and then if you can see the shape of the wand is slightly angled, I just put that on an angle and kind of swipe it up in that direction. And do the same on the other side. And when you blend it out, it really just helps give your face that kind of lifted look because you're taking the concealer up the sides of your face, if that makes sense. Pop a little bit on the centre of my nose and on my chin, and we may as well just put a little bit on the forehead as well. Then I just take another blending sponge and just literally go in and blend this out. Then I'm going to go back in with my foundation brush and just blend all of the edges where I've put my concealer, just to make sure there's no kind of harsh lines between the concealer and my foundation. So now to set all my foundation, concealer, because I do have oily skin, so I could not go through the day without setting my makeup. First I'm going to take my Studio Fix MAC Studio Fix powder. That's it. This is in the shade NC15 and I'm going to use a small little fluffy brush and literally just pop this over my eyelid, because obviously I put concealer on there, just to set that, and take this all around my under eye area. Basically everywhere that I put my concealer to brighten it, I'm going to put this powder. Because this is technically a powder foundation, it helps give a little bit more coverage in those areas as well. So I kind of just do it in a triangle underneath my eye, down the side of my nose, and obviously up this part here. Same on the other side. Pop it on my chin and also on the centre of my nose. So then for the rest of my face, I'm going to go in with this Collection Primed and Ready Invisible Setting Powder and just put this on basically the rest of my face. I'm just pressing it in because I find that's the best way that helps my foundation and everything last. So I've just moved you in a little bit closer, and the next step I'm going to do is my brows. Now recently I've been loving just using the Benefit GimmeBrow and just brushing it through my eyebrows. Because of the colour of it, it really just defines your hairs, but I've just been loving the way this looks recently. So I just take the GimmeBrow and just start at the very front of my eyebrows and just kind of brush all of the hairs up like so, and then just brush the rest of the product through into the tail of my brow. And again, I just continue to keep brushing the hairs up just so it gives that more fluffy effect. So that's it with just one eyebrow done. I just love the way it looks. Now back to base makeup. I'm going to be taking this Maybelline Master Sculpt contouring kit, which just looks like this. I don't actually ever use the highlight, I don't really like it, but the contour shade is such an amazing shade. So I'm going to use that and this small stippling brush to contour and define my face. So I just start on the high points of my cheekbones and just take a little bit of product at a time and just blend it out as I go. Don't want no harsh lines. I'm also just going to take it on the temples and then take it along my jawline and underneath that chin. Then I'm going to take this smaller, more defined fluffy brush with the same powder, and I'm just going to dip that in and use this to contour my nose. And I'm just dipping it in a little bit at a time and running that just down the sides of my nose. I also just take a little bit of that on the same brush and put it just underneath my lip, which basically just makes a kind of shadow under your lip and makes your bottom lip helps to make your bottom lip look more plump. So now I'm going to go onto my eyes, and for this I'm taking my Hoola bronzer from Benefit, which is looking a bit battered, and just a MAC blending brush and dip it in, tap off the excess, and then just take this straight into my crease and just start blending it out. I am going to be using two different colours today, but on days when I don't have much time or I can't be bothered faffing about with loads of different eyeshadows, I will literally just use this Hoola bronzer all over my eyelid and blend it out, and it's honestly such a nice colour on the eyes. I just kind of blend that up quite close to my brow. Also just take a little bit underneath my eye. Then I'm going to take this eyeshadow palette, which is a Technic one. Not really sure. This is what it looks like. It's just got a load of kind of warm neutral brown tones in. I'm going to take this one here, this really nice warm neutral brown, which is basically the exact same colour as the Benefit one, but ever so slightly darker, and this has a little bit more pigment to it, obviously because it's an eyeshadow and not a bronzer. And I'm just going to pack that all over the main part of my eyelid. As well, take this on my lower lash line. Then I'm just going to go in with another fluffy brush that hasn't got any extra product on it and just use that to blend out those two colours and just make sure basically everything's nice and blended. Same on the bottom lash line. Now I'm going to take my brown eyeliner pencil. I think this is from Rimmel, but as you can see, it's literally tiny. I go through so many of these. This is my favourite eyeliner. This is more of a bronze brown colour rather than a flat matte brown. I think brown on the eyes is a lot more softer than black, but still gives that nice definition to your eyes. So I'm just going to take this and start on the very outer corner. Just draw into kind of the centre of my eye. Do the same on the other side. And then I just also take this from the inner corner and put it on my waterline as well. So that's the top done, and then I literally just do the same and put it in my lower lash line, waterline, whatever you like to call it. Then I take my Maybelline Lash Sensational primer. This is just a primer, so I always put this on before my mascara. I feel like it helps define my lashes and just helps with the longevity of my mascara as well. So we'll just pop that on the top and bottom lashes. Then for my top lashes, I know this is going to seem excessive, but I use two different mascaras on my top and bottom lashes. For my top ones, I use the Maybelline Lash Sensational mascara. This is in the waterproof version. I love this. Again, used it for years, and I pop this on my top lashes. Has anyone else seen the new mascara that Maybelline and L'Oreal have released? Can't think of what it's called, but I've seen it everywhere on social media. I really want to give it a go, but I don't know which one to go for. If I go for Maybelline or the L'Oreal one. I think they're pretty much the same mascara, but obviously from two different brands. Have any of you tried it? Let me know in the comments. Is it worth the hype, or is it just another one that's overhyped? So that's my top lashes done. Then for my bottom lashes, I use the Clinique Lash Power Mascara Long Wearing Formula. This has a much smaller, thinner brush, so I use this on my bottom lashes. And I honestly have such an issue with mascaras giving me absolute panda eyes, and this combination is the only thing I've found that doesn't let that happen. So for me, it's absolutely worth the extra couple of steps. So now I'm going to finish off my base makeup, and I'm going in with my Hoola bronzer from Benefit again, and this angled, very well loved fluffy brush, and I'm just going to bronze up my face. So I'm just going to go over where I did my contour before, and kind of on the apples of my cheeks as well, because I need to bronze this face up. And again, take it on my forehead. Also just like to pop a bit on the bottom of my chin. Don't know why, but I've always done it. And also just go over my nose contour a little bit. Then for blush, I'm going to take this one from NYX called Angel. Apply that on the apples of my cheeks. Then the final part for my base makeup is my favourite part, which is highlighter. This is the Maryloumaniser by TheBalm. I just take a small angled fluffy brush, pop that in there, and just kind of smile and pop it on the apples and then up the top of my cheekbone. Oh my god. Can you all see how amazing that looks? It gets me every time. Also pop a little bit just above the high points of my brow, just on my forehead, a little bit on the top of my lip, and a little bit just on my chin as well. And then I just take a fluffy brush and literally just kind of go over all of that just to make sure it's all blended out, and again, there's no harsh lines. Now onto the final step is lips. First I'm going to take this eyeliner. I should probably sharpen this before I use it. So I'm going to go in with this lip liner first. I always start on my bottom lip. Then I go in with my favourite lip glosses of all time, which are the Lorac Alter Ego lip glosses. I have these in a couple of shades. Today I'm going to use this one, which is in the shade, I need my glasses, Supermodel Super Mannequin. Supermodel Super Mannequin. Almost nude coloured pink, and it also has a very slight fleck of shimmer going through it, which on the lips just looks amazing. So I just apply that, and honestly these are the most glossy, buttery lip glosses ever, and give the most gorgeous shine to your lips. So that is my finished makeup look. Let me know what you think of it in the comments. This is just my go-to everyday look. I'm pretty good at getting this done quite quickly now. I don't always have a lot of time to get ready, So this for me is just a really easy makeup look. It takes me about 15 minutes to do, sometimes a bit less if I skip a couple of steps. I absolutely love the way that it turned out. If you have any questions about any products, techniques, things like that that I use, please do leave them in the comments and I will get back to you. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the like button. I really appreciate if you could do that, and I will see you all in my next video.